Well, hey, here I am. Hey, here I am. Oh, Vaughn, don't hide. Still in pain. Okay. I don't know what's wrong, Vaughn, but I hope you feel better. Um, you're the first one here. That's super. Glad you made it. Um, and if you feel like uh, just jumping in there and saying hi, no problem. This is Manuel. How are you, sir? Uh, yes, it is. um, I do know that it is getting old because I am 71, and believe it or not, I think I might make it to 72, which is next week. So that will be really good that I've made it this far. But I want to do something different. Yeah, it is. Hey, Sin, how you doing? Uh, listen, I would love to have some of you guys up here on panel so we can talk and discuss how weird this world is getting. Because I tell you, um, and I think Sin and I had talked about this too. Anna, how are you? Glad to see you in here, Foxy Lady. Uh, we're going to do things differently. I don't want to take away from MLH's channel by doing the same thing he is because it's um, it's talked about enough, and um, I don't know about anybody else, but I think there's other things that we can talk about other than just certain individuals. Um, I did hear, or I did watch someone's stream, and I would not want to be ZDT right now because he's definitely got himself in a predicament, and I wouldn't want to be him right now. So, uh, yeah, we can. And what I want to do, and it's going to be different. I want you people to pick subjects that we can talk about. Um, as long as we don't remember the same rules apply here. We don't want to talk down about other people um, that are in the chat. Please be respectful. And you know me. Everyone, please be human and enjoy the time that we can sit here. I'm still trying to figure out. I'm hoping MLH shows up. What I want to try to do is to possibly make some more songs and have them here on this channel. And if, well, speak of the devil. um, let's see here. I think what I'll do is I think I can send it. Well, I'm going to put it up there and I'm going to see. Let's see if we can do this without messing up. Everybody hold your let's see here. Hmm, I know there's a way to do this, and we are going to put it here, I believe. Let's see if I do this right. Here we go. I think I got it right. So yeah, everybody's here. Well, not everybody, but a lot of people are. Um, he he likes to be in the ready all the time, which he is because he has a lot of things to do. But he said he was going to be on here tonight, on the channel, which I'm glad he is. Let's see. Oh, let's get some people up here. Oh well, there we go.
I don't want to be
Uh,
and
you
everybody
what?
else. I don't want to be the only one. Everybody else jump up.
Oh
Come on.
well, hang on here. Let me see if I can get MLH up here too. There
Hey,
we go.
Hello.
Hey.
hey.
I'm like the candy man. You say my name 5 times, I will show up.
Yeah.
Ew.
It's Halloween, almost Halloween. All
So
Hallows Eve.
okay. What is everybody going to dress up as?
Myself.
Oh my!
I'm dressing up as a sexy vested YouTuber.
All right.
No, I'm kidding. Yeah.
How are they supposed to dress?
Well, they all have long hair. They look strikingly like a Greek god. They wear vest. Very muscular. Very good looking. Long hair. All that stuff.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Just a minute. I got to go get my hip waders out of the closet here because it's starting to get a little deep.
The bowl.
But what I want to try to figure out too, MLH, is I want to be able to have people ask me to make music while they sit and wait if they want to hear any particular type of genre or anything. But I think I've got to do more than just use the free version. I think I'm going to have to probably.
Always rap, Nami. Always rap.
No, not always.
No thing. Yeah, no.
It's
No.
really good. It's really good when Nami does it. I don't know. It's really, really
Well, I just want to let you people know that I'm going to probably be behind the scenes, a little bit, maybe lurking here and there when it comes to disaster piece, because I do have some things here that I'm taking care of, and I'm not afraid to tell the chat. I have someone that I'm involved with, and she's older than I am, believe it or not.
I didn't think that was possible, Nami. I didn't think that.
Yeah, I know. She just wanted a boy toy, I guess. But no, she's really nice lady. I've known her sons for 25 years, and I met her, but through their sons, or her sons, I should say. And we're going through some trials right now. She is laying in bed, sleeping, due to a pain pill that she had taken. No, wait a minute. I don't. No, she didn't have a pain pill. She's just exhausted because she has shingles.
Oh no. Oh God.
Oh yes.
Been there, done that. Oh man.
Yeah, and she's got them on her face,
Oh boy.
on the right hand side. Fortunately, we went to the doctor. Doctor said he took some numbing agent, and then he put something to, I believe, open up the iris.
Yeah.
And then he looked with a scope, and there was no trace of the shingles in her eye, so she
Good.
lucked out.
Yeah. Did they do the botulism? Because I think, or is that, or Botox, right? Aren't they doing that for some of these cases? Because I
You
could,
know, I don't know, but she's on steroids right now.
yeah.
And this is day number, let's see, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, day 9.
Wow.
And she is scabbing,
Yeah.
which is part of the process.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so she's going to be hopefully better by Saturday, because we have a Halloween party at the Eagles Club and we're supposed to show up. So she's going to be a pregnant nun.
Oh God.
Yes.
I love it.
And I'm going to be a priest, naturally. So,
Wow, that's
but anyway.
all like did because they put me immediately on Levaquin, and I tell you what, that knocked me out.
I'm
Did it really?
allergic to Levaquin. Actually, I almost died from Levaquin.
Kidding.
Wow.
Holy shit, yeah.
Wow. It's
Yeah,
powerful, man. It knocks you out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
Yes, I will show you my parrots. I've got pictures, and I'm trying to. A lot of this is going to be help from MLH people, because I'm like a 7-year-old child that's sitting in front of the TV wondering how to change the channel. But actually nowadays they probably can teach the parents how to change the channels. But with his help, I'll be able to pull some pictures up off of my phone and display them. Now, can I do that on the free version, MLH, or am I?
I'm not sure, Nami. I need to know the layout of what you're looking at, and I can't tell from my perspective.
Yeah.
You know, we'd have to work that out behind the scenes.
I was
Not an
almost
issue though. I can show you. It's not.
I
not
was almost going to have this a 55 and older channel, but that would be unfair. So I'm going to have everybody who wants to come on here, providing that, you know, everyone behaves themselves. I've got to learn how to get the little disclaimer on the bottom, you know, how your
Yeah.
little picketer and
Yeah,
stuff.
you may need to get the paid version. No, I'm not 100% sure on that.
Well, we can always try. So somebody said they were going to be a witch. What else did anybody? Vonna, you going to go out, or are you staying home?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh God, no, we don't go. There's where I moved to. There's no kids even. They don't even do that. Like there's a church like where my cousins live that even they went to the church. They do like a trunk or treat, but nothing like you can't. It's the country. You can't really do anything. Like I used to live in a neighborhood that we had like over 100 kids. You know, it was awesome.
Oh wow.
Spending like I literally would spend like $500 a year on candy for the kids, and now it's like I love it. It's like okay, you know, but there's no kids around here that you do trick or treating, so no, that's
Yeah, they're going to have the trunk or treat at the Eagles Club.
yeah.
And that's tomorrow night, and then they're going to have a band on Saturday night with a potluck type deal.
Yeah,
So everybody brings something, and
yeah.
we sit around and look at each
Maybe-
other and say,
Maybe
What-
Vaughn can bring some tires.
Funny.
"Oh, come on now, come on, we're not going to go there. We're not going to go there."
Contentment right now, MLH. I just got a new car. Well, I got a car. I love it. I love my vehicle. It's perfect for
What kind of car you got, Vaughn?
Well, it's a schmaltzy one. It's a
Yeah.
fancy German car, but I did it because number one, I'm old. Okay, I I like a nice vehicle. I cannot do like my other car I had. I liked it. It was nice, but I physically can't like like the lift gate for a vehicle, stuff like that. That how you can move your seats back and forth. Well, it was all like I had to manually do it. And with my body, like I literally, like I have to go to the neurosurgeon next week, or I have an appointment. I was in the hospital last week, and I'm getting worse. I'm not getting better. So I thought, you know what? I want to treat myself, and I want a little luxury. I want to I need heated seats because of my back.
Mm,
I need those little
yeah.
extra. So I
I
got a
have heated
10-year-old
seats.
car.
They're amazing.
I know. I didn't get a new car. I got a 10-year-old car that does exactly what I need it to do. I love it. But I need new tires for it. I always like to get good snow tires, and now I've got to take it in to get new tires. And I keep thinking to myself, man, you idiot. Like I do. I say that to myself every once in a while. You idiot. You idiot. Other stuff, you know. But again, we all the best of intentions, road to hell. We know how.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
anyway, yeah, I'm really happy with it. I truly am. It's like I'm not going to buy another car, so I figured I don't really drive to begin with, but if I'm going to drive, I need to have something that is suitable for my body as I get older. I'm
Yeah.
just not that person who I can't do it anymore. So, you know.
I see people that Anna says that her son is going to be Papa Smurf.
Oh, that's cute.
Um,
That's the
let's
original. I
see.
haven't heard of that,
I think
Anna.
Sin
I
said
like
she was
that.
going to be a witch. And I have two parrots, Sin. One is a sulfur crested cockatoo who's a
Aw,
pain in the butt
yeah.
because he gets loud when I'm on a panel.
Yeah.
But I won't have to worry about that too much because I'm going to take MLH's suggestion, and I'm going to take some time and spend more of it with the woman that I'm involved with because and oh, I was going to say this is the rule, people, and I wish I could post it somewhere. We do not say older on this chat. What we do is we say and the reason why is we already know we're old.
Yeah.
We're just getting
Oh. Yeah, it
Okay.
might go to the ER, so that makes sense. Go into the Okay. Can I tell
Yeah.
you this? Let me tell you about the The let me have my phones, just so we understand that. I was allowed.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you
My,
heard that too. Okay.
my phone, nobody was taking my phone. I had Hulu, I was watching it,
Yes.
but I'm just saying. But yeah, I'm getting
Yeah. Every day.
every day, and we're trying, just fast here. We really are.
Sin, you say you have seed eaters and you hate them? Why is
Yeah.
that? I'm trying to figure out what she's saying there. And she has an African gray. Oh, those are cool. They
Yeah.
really are. Because they speak very, very well.
Yeah.
And they have a great vocabulary. There was one, I can't remember the name of the African gray. He was on YouTube a lot. He since died, but the woman would walk into the place where they had the bird, and he would hold just like a regular conversation.
Aw.
Like,
Nice.
I need water, I need this, oh,
Tell you what they need. You know what I mean? That's awesome. That you have an animal that can say, can talk. I think that's awesome. That's so
yeah.
cool.
I believe it or not, I had one time Daisy, who is my African yellowhead or yellowface. I don't know if it's yellowface or yellowheaded. But she one time said, God damn it.
Really?
And yes, one time. And I looked at her and I picked up the spray bottle and I think she realized, well, that's it. I better not say that word anymore.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I
But
know that these birds live a long time. I mean, people don't understand the commitment when it comes to like. There's people that leave them in their wills
oh
so
yeah.
that members, take care of them because they don't understand that when you get them, they're forever. Like they can live 100 like a human. You
Oh,
know?
my birds are going to outlive me.
Yeah.
I think I'm trying to think how old the Daisy's the oldest, and I think she's like 33 or somewhere around there. And then Toby is the yellow sulfur crested cockatoo,
Yeah.
and I think he's like 28 or something like that.
Wow.
And he's usually the one that screams in the back.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I hear them sometimes.
Yeah, and it's a real pain sometimes.
No.
uh, but
What's going to happen to your birds? I mean, you said they're going to outlive you.
yeah,
Do
yeah.
you like make arrangements or what do you
Well,
do?
here's the thing.
Yeah.
What some people don't understand, well, that have not had parrots. Parrots will develop such a bond with their owners
Yeah.
that if they don't see them within a certain amount of time,
Huh?
they get a condition, and I'm trying to remember the name of it. If anybody can come up with it, go ahead and say it. But they will pluck their feathers out
Aw.
and they will completely make themselves bald
Aw.
if possible.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those things that when I got Toby, his previous owner died.
Aw.
And he pulled out a lot of his chest feathers and
Yeah.
leg feathers. And when I got him, he was starting to get those back in because the woman that I got him from. It was a funny story. I ended up going to the pet shop to get some food. I had Daisy previous, and I went to get the food for Daisy,
Yeah.
and I had asked and inquired about if she gets another parrot in, which she had at that time.
Yeah.
She says, "Oh, hey, I've got a parrot for you." And I said, "Really?" She said, "Yeah, just a minute." So she knows how good I am with Daisy, and she brought Toby down on a stick, and I said, "Wow." And I says, "What happened to his feathers?" And she says, "Well, the previous owner died, so he needs a good home."
Yeah.
And I went, "Okay, is he friendly?" She says, "Yeah, more toward women than men, but he is, friendly."
Yeah.
So I put him on my arm and I was sitting there petting him, and a woman came real close to me,
Hmm.
and uh, I pulled back my arm so he wouldn't, try to jump over to her arm. And he turned around and reached down and got a hold of my finger.
Oh.
Now he had a spur on his beak.
Hey,
That
Nami, I have to go. I'm getting a phone call, really important phone call. I'll try to
okay?
come
Well,
on back.
yeah.
Yeah.
Try to come back.
All right,
Try to
thank
come back.
most certainly. All right, bye everybody. Have a great day. If I don't hear, if you don't hear from me for the rest of the evening, just catch us on DT tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Later, everybody.
Yeah. All right. So thank you, Emilites, for coming up there. So what happened is I ended up the beak had a like a spur on it because he was eating his food wrong and wasn't filing down both sides of his beak like he should.
Yeah.
When he grabbed a hold of my finger, that spur went up into my finger and hit the bone.
Oh,
I could
God.
feel it.
Oh.
I took my hand and flicked it, and he went down to the ground, and I went, wow, really loud.
Yeah.
And the owner turned around and saw that he was on the ground, and she looked at me and she seen the blood drip, 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 drip off my finger.
Yeah.
She goes, "Oh my God." So she went and got a towel and gave me the towel with a little bit of water that was on it. And she says, "Here, hold on to it and put pressure." And she said, "I am so, so sorry that happened." And
Yeah.
I says, "I'll take him."
Yeah.
And she looked at me and she scratched her head and she goes, "What?" And I says, "Yeah, I'm going to take him."
Yeah.
So she says, "Wow." And I says, "He needs to be, have that alpha battle with
Yeah.
someone to find out that he can't do what he wants to do."
Right.
So I was, very fortunate to get him. And the California cage. And if anybody, I think Sin would probably know what I'm talking about when I say California cage, is that they're huge cages,
Yeah.
made specifically for parrots.
Yeah. Gigi has
And what's that?
Gangster Granny. She has parrots, or she did. I don't know if she still does, but she had a huge cage for
Uh-huh.
that. Yeah, she has those parrots, and they're immense.
Yeah. So I got him and the cage. Now, normally, I believe sulfur crested cockatoos were going around $1,200. Okay. Because I knew the owner so well,
Right.
and she wanted me to take him.
Right.
She gave the cage and him for $250.
Wow. Wow.
I got a steal. I definitely got a steal.
How long ago was this again?
I've had him now at least 14 years, 14, 15 years.
He's the 28-year-old?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, but I mean,
But
you for
go ahead.
them something like when because they do live so long. I mean, are you gonna take
Well,
one?
it's hard to pass off a bird to another individual unless it's a family member that comes
Yeah.
over to the house or whatever, that they're familiar with.
Yeah.
But I think what I will do with him, because he is such a handful,
Yeah.
is I will probably give him to a bird sanctuary.
I was gonna say that. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Good.
So
Yeah.
he can be with other birds of his species.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with him, because once in a while, when he gets in that time that he wants to find a female,
Yeah.
I throw down a tennis ball on the floor, and he sort of, well, I don't know how to explain it. It's one of those nasty things that he does with a tennis ball.
Yeah. I can imagine. Okay. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
We're good.
So
We're good.
yeah, it helps him, and it settles him down. I found out from other bird owners who have males
Yeah.
that they're really aggressive during mating, and that will help them,
Yeah.
bring them down a couple of notches. And so, but anyway, yeah, I was going to give him to a bird sanctuary. I think this is probably the best way.
That's cool. Yeah, that's really good to do that. Yeah, I always worry about that, because you see every once in a while, I
Yeah.
know a lady that I do like the rescue with, like that, I get a lot of my girls and, my little Scotty from, she has,
Uh-huh.
and hers, like, she's rescued them, and I always wondered about that. I was like, yeah, what do you do? And there are sanctuaries, like here in Pittsburgh, they have a sanctuary, they do have sanctuaries, but
Uh-huh.
story, because I'm like, people don't understand. They're a lifelong commitment, and it's beyond your life, They're
Right.
long, and
And they become part of the family.
yeah, for sure.
I could not get rid of either of those two birds if I had to.
Uh,
Um, they are such a part of my family because,
yeah,
well, I'm the only one that's living in my home,
yeah,
and they keep me company.
Yeah.
if I'm not over here at the girlfriend's house.
Yeah.
But that's where I'm at right now, is over at her house, because I want to make sure that if she needs anything, that I'm here. I've been making meals and giving her pills, and when we get uh, we seem to have to take more pills.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And the one thing that we have to work on now is her kidneys.
Yeah.
Um, we have to go to the kidney center and talk to a doctor again.
Yeah.
But it looks like either she might be possible for a transplant, but I don't understand. I mean, he explained that they could do a transplant.
Huh.
And what they do is they don't take the kidneys out.
Yeah.
They leave them in and they add a third one.
Oh,
And, huh?
how does that work?
They tie it in,
Yeah.
and it'll work.
Well,
Right now, her kidneys are still functioning, but not the way that they should, and
What?
it's taking the poisons out like they're supposed to.
yeah. Sin's in the
Um,
back. Dead. Sin. Can you see her in the
yeah,
back?
I see.
Okay. All right.
Oh, she's down below.
Yeah, she's in the back. It doesn't look like the same Sin. I don't know. You have a different moniker, but um, yeah, there's a Sin that says she's in the backstage.
There she is. I think this is probably the right one.
Hi,
Sin, is that
hi.
you? Hey, glad to see that you wanted to come up.
Well,
Hey.
I
Um,
had to move into a different room. I didn't want to bug my husband.
oh, yeah. So I was just telling Vaughn about we have to go to the kidney specialist again on next Monday. No,
Yeah,
excuse me.
my husband's in stage 4 kidney failure.
Yeah, she is 5 right now. But now, did you talk to any of the people at the kidney center or your doctor that says that they can put in another kidney?
Yeah, we haven't gotten that far yet, but we've taken classes
Uh-huh.
online through the VA. And
Uh-huh.
then we went to the VA one time to this lady that did a whole hour class.
Uh-huh.
And it's all about all the different, ways you can have dialysis at home or at the
Right.
center and all that stuff. So that's as far as we've gotten. And actually, his EGFR has gone up a little bit. So that's good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's really good. Um, yeah, I'm still I was confused with the sugar solution.
Mm.
I never knew about that. That
You,
yeah, did anybody hear about that?
no,
Okay, what it is they take a tube and they stick it through the wall where the intestines and the stomach and everything. I guess there's a protective, like a sac that everything is inside of,
Mhm.
and they run a tube in and they make it permanent.
Hmm.
And what they do is this sugar solution, they hang it and it is by gravity fed into a person's body. And they say that you can do it while you're sleeping.
Hmm.
And there is a machine that you can get that will help it, but what it does is it fills up the whole area and it pulls all the poisons out,
Whoa.
and then they drain it.
We didn't hear about that.
And yeah, talk to your doctor. And I was like, wow. But in order to have that kind of a thing, you have to have the patient do it 4 or 5 times a week, and it has to be at least 8 hours. So that's why
Yeah.
he said she could do it during her sleep. And I said, well,
Yeah.
that's fine as long as she would remember to have it all hooked up. And fortunately, she she lays on one side and basically sleeps the whole night that way.
Shoot,
So
I
it
wish
would
I
be-
could even sleep 8 hours.
Yeah. Right.
yeah.
Sandy? Oh,
And also, can I say something, Vaughn?
Sure.
yeah.
Sure.
It's nice to meet you.
You too.
I've always enjoyed listening to you. I have always
Oh.
enjoyed that.
Oh God. My crazy.
Riddle.
My
Hey.
Hey, I see Riddle. Yeah, my craziness. Oh God.
You
Well,
know,
sometimes I hear people say bad things and about you and all that kind of stuff. But
Yeah.
it seems to me that I recall years back when you guys were all doing the, the TPC and all that stuff.
Uh-huh.
Or maybe I didn't say that right. Yeah, I did. That 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 Whoosie what's it went to your house one time,
Yeah. 3 times.
and
Yeah.
and it was on live, huh?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
remember it. I remember it.
Yeah. 3 times. The
I
first time.
remember being inside your house.
Yeah. Yeah. The house that the APS got reported because it was supposedly so filthy. And I'm like, no, it's not. I'm not. Mom and I are struggling real bad with that right now, especially because I feel really bad, and I know like I'm trying to like work around this nonfic and be respectful.
Right.
I don't like poop on anybody's show, but I'm having the hardest time because I would have never done this type of disrespectful behavior to where like here's my mother, she's like she's in she's right
Uh-huh.
for like to go to the lengths that some of these people, several on YouTube, have done. They're
No,
jail or it's just
hang
like
on a
how
second.
could you do that to your parents? They're elderly, they're error, right? And
Uh-huh.
I get so mad because I'm like I would never like let it get to that point that I'm going to be away from her or she's going to be away from me. Like I could not imagine putting my mother through this, you
Yeah.
know. And it's just it's very it's upsetting more so because I got falsely reported for something I didn't do wrong,
Right.
and got these idiots out there putting their mothers through this unnecessary hell. And as a
Yes.
mother, you know what I mean, like to go through that, like I cannot. I feel bad for the parents. I do. I know whatever, but I just
Uh,
I get upset by that because I'm like this isn't right. Like the parents, yeah, you raised this kid, but we're all like all of the people involved were not young kids. We're
right.
no better.
And that's the thing, Bond, that the younger generation, and we were that way at one time when we were young, that we didn't understand all the things that went along with people who are. And so it didn't bother us. But now
Yeah.
the table has turned, and we are in that position now.
Yeah.
So we understand what other people were talking about
Uh-huh.
because we're experiencing it.
Right.
And I don't think now I'm not going to say that not all people don't understand. There are younger people who have the common sense to sit and question things about, am I really doing something bad? Either, I had 5 other siblings, and if one of us did something that upset our parents, we said, "Hey, listen, that's not a good thing to do,"
Yeah. Exactly.
because
You stepped in.
the stress is not helping them.
You can't do that or you can't. You got to think about
No.
like I could not, and especially like if you know what I mean. Like I just don't. I oh God, it's just like that's why I don't think that any of them understand. They think that everybody else is the bad guy because they point out the reason a lot of us have pointed out bad behaviors are because we understand, like some of us have been parents. Okay, yes, my child's not here any longer, but we still
Mhm.
get it. And I
Right.
think that a lot of these people don't care. It's like you don't care what you're doing to your
Yeah.
family. And you need to think about that because your family gets, like, they need you. And like in my case, like mom and I both like need one another. So we help
Mhm.
each other. And to put my mom through that, I
Uh-huh.
couldn't imagine it. You know what I mean? Like I just have a hard time with it because
Yeah.
you know you need to be there for your mom. You know all of these people. Like you need
Yeah.
to be there.
I just want to say hi to Ham It Up and
Yes,
let's see,
Cinderella, yes,
Martha Meringue, Cinderella. Welcome. Glad you guys could make it. We're doing things a little different. We're just talking about things that we were talking about birds a little earlier. And did somebody want to say something?
Mm.
Oh, let's see here. Do what? I do what? Who is that? I do what? Um.
What?
Oh, there's somebody backstage that says I do what, and I'm sort of hesitant because they don't look familiar, and so I do what? I don't know who you are. If you want to
Riddle?
identify, what's that?
Is that Riddle?
I don't know if it's Riddle or not. They're not saying anything.
Yeah, it
Uh,
says it's Riddle. Yeah, she's saying that. Let me. Wow, if Riddle's once in, I mean that's it's odd that Riddle never does. That's cool. I do what I
okay, I'm gonna
want. Riddle.
trust you and what you say, and we'll let them up. But
So, well, let
uh,
yeah, like, I don't know if that. Wait, Riddle, was that you? Go in the chat and tell me if that's you. Let me look.
yeah,
Riddle,
say
is that?
something.
Hey, Willow. 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 Yeah, I don't know. Like,
It's really funny that they came on, and I don't see them in the chat at all.
yeah, be careful. It's right because David. I know we've been porn bombed. So because I don't.
Yeah,
Yeah, I do what I want. You keep repeating that, and that doesn't really sound like Riddle. So
No,
if you,
it doesn't. Just
yeah,
no,
say
Riddle.
who you are. Forget it.
Yeah, that doesn't
yeah,
sound like you.
yeah. I am going to be careful here. I don't really want to pull somebody up here.
Yeah, Riddle would.
Uh,
Yeah, Riddle would say something.
yeah. So anyway,
Let's get back to talk.
yeah, we were talking about um, things that people don't younger that don't understand that it's like when our parents told us right now it's hard for you to understand, but as you get older, oh excuse me, I gotta slap myself, as you get
Yeah,
you're gonna understand what we're talking about, you
right,
know.
right.
And so that's where we learned, and we would tell each other, listen, they warned us ahead of time, and we should listen to what they say
Right.
because we're going to get there someday, hopefully.
Yeah.
And that's going to affect us when we have undue stress put on us,
Exactly.
So, and it's,
Happens like you don't like. There's things that are just going to occur naturally with the process. You know what I mean? And sometimes, I mean, things happen. We get into accidents, or things happen, and you
right.
know, and it's like it's rough enough, but you just don't need the unnecessary stress, and we need to be more observant of that. And it's
Oh, yeah.
difficult.
Yeah. When blood pressure goes up, it's not good
Yeah.
for us. It does. It's like
Oh,
somebody
it was.
stepping on your toe, and it's going to be sore, and you're not going to be able to walk for a while until
Right.
unless you calm down and stuff.
Yeah. Riddle.
Fraud, glad to see you're in there.
Yeah, Riddle.
If I miss anybody, I'm sorry.
She said it
Babo.
when I'm on the phone, Riddle. I can't read the text on, but she said that's her. She said StreamYard won't let her connect YouTube chat. Had to back out of the studio to tell you. Are you able to
Okay.
try? Yeah, she said it's.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think I can.
We can let her back in. Uh, if you want to try it again there, Riddle, you're more than welcome to come up and join us. I've just got to, I'm new to this.
Yeah.
Oh, now she has to go back and work on the truck.
Aw.
So,
Well, we're just being careful. You know, Riddle. you know.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I
We don't-
wanted to know if I could go back and say something about the birds.
Sure, you can. Yes.
I belong to the bird club in Sacramento, California, and not right now, but I did for a lot of years. And I ran their website for them and updated it, put pictures on there and everything. And I had
Okay.
a fella that
I'm sorry.
raised.
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but somebody's going to try to do it again. So,
Okay.
everybody, please have patience here. And I do what?
I do what I want.
That's her.
Okay.
Hi, now, Vic. I just want to say you
I'm
are.
sorry. I'm sorry, Riddle. I was just trying to be careful.
Oh, I get it.
But
I get
hey,
it.
thank you for coming up. I appreciate that.
Oh, thank you for all you do. Everything you do matters.
I don't do a lot. All I want to do is just have, and I know I said I wasn't going to do this. I want to see things happen that should happen to, and I'm going to say it, and everybody will know who I'm talking about. A certain individual that we've been discussing on MLH's chat. So, yeah, it's going to happen. So, and I just want to try to let people see the things that they aren't. And I do it with my music, trying to come up with songs and stuff that I know that, and I'll tell you guys, if for anybody who hasn't heard before, I use a music program called Suno.
Yeah.
And if you guys ever want to try it, it's really a cool program. Now, I've been a musician, and I was in bands, countless of bands. I was in a rock band for 13 years and toured 5 states. But anyway, I love doing what I do on YouTube. It's if I can shed some light to people who don't quite understand what's going on, then that's a good thing. And if I don't get through to them, well, so be it. Anyway, back to the birds.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just gonna mention something.
Okay.
Anyway, this fella raised African greys, and his 2 African greys, male, female, were terrible, horrible, mean. And so he had a cage inside of a cage, and then he put the nest box in there. So you go inside the first cage and you can open a door on the side and get into the nest box.
Huh.
Anyway, every time they had a clutch, I would go over there on the second day, and we'd get all the baby birds out, and I'd take them home, upwards of 4 babies.
Oh, wow.
You have to feed them every 2 hours,
Mm-hmm.
and the food has to be 108 degrees, or you can give them a sour crop. And I raised them and kept them for 4 months for him each clutch.
Yeah.
And he'd pay me $1,000.
Wow.
So, but I got my bird out of the first clutch.
Ah.
And then I did 5 clutches for him, about 5 years. They do about a clutch a year.
Right.
Anyway, I was around a lot of birds and helped people and helped train them and just all kinds of stuff. So that was a fun experience in life.
Oh.
Yeah, and they can be so entertaining, and people don't, it's like the girlfriend here has a dog that is more human than dog, because I fed her, I gave the girlfriend a BLT sandwich, for supper because she wasn't really hungry. And as she's sitting there, the dog is sitting on the floor, and then she'll sit up. She is a long-haired dachshund,
Mm.
and that's her pride and joy. And she will sit up on her legs and naturally beg. And then I have to say, okay, come on, let's go out in the kitchen and we'll get a milk bone. And she looks at me and she looks back at the girlfriend, and she like, is this guy really serious? You're sitting here with food and he wants me to go get a milk bone? It's like, I'm some kind of a bozo to try to convince her that a milk bone is going to taste better than the BLT that she's got.
Yeah, but the
And-
dog, you're supposed to win the dog over. You know
Well,
how it's they say.
Well, I have taught her some things, and it's really interesting. But she comes to me when she has to go outside. She doesn't go to the girlfriend. She comes to me and sits in front of me, and sits up, makes noises. And if I'm not watching, she'll come up and take her paws and push against my knee, like, "Hey, I'm talking to you. Listen to me."
Hey,
And then I
mister.
got to get up and let her outside. But did we lose somebody?
Yeah, Riddle
think
had to go
so.
work the truck.
Oh,
Hey, Jen.
okay. Well, Riddle, thank
Hey.
you very much for coming up. I'm sorry we didn't let you talk more. But once you get done with your truck, once you come back, if we're still here, we can get you back up.
Hey,
But
Jen, why don't you see if you can come up?
Jen, would you like to come up? I can post that again if you guys want.
Jen and I have been talking online for a long time, but we've never been able to give each other our information to communicate out of here because of, you got to be careful.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
I mean, I trust her and she trusts me.
If anybody would know, Vaughn, you would.
I mean, her and I both trust each other, but where do you give the information if you don't have it? I don't want to put it in.
Yeah. What I should do is I need to find me another
Come on, Jen,
mod.
me too. I was shy too when he first asked, and I did it, and here I am.
Yes.
Don't be shy. Come on.
I think it's at the top. Let me see if I can get this back up again. Just a second here.
Is he gonna go out tonight, or what happened to his hand? I missed that whole thing, Jen. I mean, again, I've been, I'm dealing with other stuff too, but I saw that when they did the Chandler interview the other night, and Chandler's all like, little smug little thing, and Andy's in the background. You can see him, and his hand's all jacked up. I'm like, what happened? Did he fall off his scooter or something? Like what happened to Andy that his hand's all messed up? And he's sitting there.
I think he had a little bit too much alcohol.
Yeah, for real. He was like,
I didn't say that though.
like a coffee or something or a Red Bull, and I was laughing because he's like, I'm not buying this kid's crap at all. I didn't blame him. If anybody knows anything about Antifa in Portland, it would be Andy. And it's really good if you can get any of his older streams. I mean, there is some humorous content coming out of that man.
He's
that
the first person I ever watched during the BLM and Antifa stuff years ago.
Andy, he just like in the way he like when Luis, I'll never forget one of the marches he was covering, and Luis like went after him and attacked him. And he's like, you MFer, and he's like, me, what did I do? And I just started laughing because I'm like, the look on Andy's face was like, I'm not doing anything. He just gets attacked, but it's like, he knows. I don't know why he's not on these panel discussions with the president. You know what I mean? Like, dude knows more than anybody. He's lived it. He knows what they're like. He gets it. And I just, I'm going to listen to Andy more than I'm going to listen to some of these newer streamer guys because I'm like, dude's been there. He is literally boots on the ground. And I guess apparently Scooter on the ground because I don't know if he wiped out or what happened. So,
There, I put the post back up there for someone if they
There you go, Jen.
they
Right
want to
there.
come up. Jen, you're more than welcome to come up and talk.
she's too shy. Nufy, I'm sorry. Chatty was called me. She's getting another. She's getting a rescue dog. So Chatty called the other night, Nufy. So I could not come up on the panel. Sorry, I had to talk to my cousin. So we were planning. We finally decided on Thanksgiving, and I'm just catering. I'm getting it catered. I'm not cooking. I'm not about to cook. Okay, there's just no way I'm doing it. I'll pay the extra money. But I am not cooking, and this is the first year. Like now, my uncle's no longer with us, so they need to not be home. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be a doggy free for all at this house. I think. We're excited. But it's yes. Now I've got family members getting into the whole rescue thing, so that's good.
And
So,
it's really, really, really good that people rescue animals that are unfortunately put in harm's way with people who don't understand that just because they're an animal doesn't mean that they don't have feelings and that they know what's going on, and when somebody treats them well and when people don't treat them well. It's the animals, they deserve a right to survive,
right.
And
And it was some of them though, like, and I've learned that through all the years I've been doing this, that some of them you're not, like I had the trainer come to the house a few weeks back for my one poodle because they're mill mama, survivors, and they're like, look, they're not trying to be like mean, but there's just only so much they're ever going to be able to do because there's a lot of genetic inbreeding with these dogs. You don't know what the circumstances are horrendous with some of these mill dogs, right?
Yeah.
I'm accepting. I'm like, oh, I just love her the way she is. I know she's never going to be like whatever, like, like the warm, fuzzy, cuddly type of a lap dog. That's not what she's ever going to be. She's always going to be scared. She's always going to have issues, and I accept it. But not all of these. And then, like the trainer had said, look, she's not in a cage. She's not rotting, in the mill. And so don't be hard, because I'm like trying not to be hard on myself, but I do, feel hard on myself because it's like I want to reach out and save. You can't save them all, right? But just having them out of that bad environment is sometimes, because here they're safe. You know what I mean? Nobody's going to hurt them. Nobody's going to breed them. And if you knew the absolutely disgusting things they do to these dogs to breed them, it's absolutely
yeah.
hard.
It's hard to believe that someone could actually have that mindset on doing an animal
Right.
so much damage,
Yeah.
physically and people don't realize too, Vaughn, that animals can be hurt just as much mentally as they can be physically.
Exactly. And people, and the problem is a lot of these breeders, I don't care if it's an Amish breeder, I don't care if it's a backyard breeder, they do not view the animal as a living, like, sentient being. They just don't. Like, they don't treat them. There's people who don't treat people like people. You know what I mean?
Oh, we know that.
You know what I mean? So it's like, all right, you just, I take it on a case by case basis. So, I mean, I've had dogs that come to me as biters and they don't bite. Like, the reason I got little Scotty is because they had him for 7 years and he was biting the grandchildren. Well, he only nipped at me once when he came here in the beginning, and then he stopped. Like, he's safe. Like, he's a growler. I call him my little Mr. Man, but I wasn't changing his name because he's known that name his whole life. And it's hard because you've been in this house, the house he was with for 7 years, and now they got rid of you. you know, and it's like, okay. And then each of these dogs have a story. Each of the cats have a story, and the birds, like all these animals have a story. You know what I mean? So it's not
Mhm.
case by case. And I am meeting with like the legal team, but I have an actual estate attorney that I'm meeting with next week who will set it up so that when I'm gone, this will be a sanctuary. Like they're going to actually, like, they have it set up now. It's like in the will, but now they're going to transfer everything over so that all of this land, the home, everything, it'll be for like rescues and also as a sanctuary.
Wow.
So the ones that cannot be adopted out, this is their home. And I got
Now,
that from a nice woman out in Missouri. Actually, she did that, and she actually lives. She took her house and turned. I'm like, I'm not turning right now. I cannot take my house and take it into like a so-called like an official legal sanctuary. So
mhm.
we'll have the estate planner. He'll set it up, you know, so that when I'm gone, we'll have people that will run it. You know, like I know how all that will take place, but I can't live amongst 100 dogs. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Contrary to belief, I can't do that. But she has a lot of volunteers. You
Yeah.
know,
Jen, thank you very much for stopping by, and maybe next time we can get you up here.
yeah. I can't see if somebody's in here being mean to her. I think is West Vintage in here. I can't see him.
Yeah,
block-
but nobody's being mean.
No.
Okay.
You know what? I have one. Well, I have two mods. One's MLH, and the other one is Brandon, and he's probably driving right now.
Yeah.
But I would, if anybody wants to volunteer to be a mod here,
Oh,
I'm
I
not
don't want.
going to. What's
I don't
that?
want to. I said I hate the modding thing. Red made me mod. I'm like, please, I don't want to mod. I
Okay.
can't. I suck at modding.
I wouldn't let anybody be mean to Jen anyway. I'd speak
Yeah,
up.
we love Jen. We love you, Jen. We do.
Sin, how would you like to be one of my mods?
I don't
I-
have a clue as how to do it.
Hey, that's all right. I'm having a heck of a time being the content creator here. So, but I'm glad you guys are here. Do I
Oh, do
Fraud?
fraud. That's a good
Fraud.
riddle.
There you
Do
go.
fraud.
There you Fraud,
Yeah.
would you like to be a moderator for me? And I'll leave it up to you.
She didn't go to the Brett School of Modding. Oh, Riddle, remember that? Remember Brett and his mod? Oh my God. Oh God. Oh, that
I
was
used to run my own chats back in the days of dial-up on Dalnet.
wow. I never got into the chat rooms. That was one thing. I was never like I never had AOL or Microsoft, that kind of stuff. I never did. I mean, literally my girlfriends, two of my best friends had to set up my Facebook account because I didn't even have my own Facebook set up. And then my friends at work ended up setting up an account for my dog, Tink. All right. So they set up an account because I remember I was getting operated on, and I get this like friend request from my dog, and I'm looking and she's on in bed with me. I'm like, hey, look, I know I'm on pain medication, but I know you're not sending me a friend request. And it's like, I'm
That's
like,
funny.
Oh Lord.
and I just was never a social media. Like I've had these accounts a while. The only reason I had YouTube is because like you can't like you couldn't send the videos. Like we were always sending videos, of the kids, the dogs, the family, you know, stupid stuff. And the easiest way to do it is if you go in, you do it through YouTube, like do it through your phone, whatever, send it through YouTube. You unlist it, and then you can send it to whoever you want to send it to. All right. It's perfect. You know, that's what we've been doing for years. So it's like my channel wasn't made by anybody else. I've been at this since 2009. And then I did something with, I changed my email and I switched it. Back then you could switch and transfer the old account. So this account that I have now was actually from 2009. And then because there's still all my old stuff, like all my old house, you know, like back. And I'm just like, I needed help because I'm like, I'm not tech, you know, I was in tech support when I worked for Verizon Wireless, but I wasn't the person doing this social media kind of crap. I wasn't into that.
Right.
You know, I really,
Well,
It's
Trotty,
happened.
I went ahead and made you a mod, and when you come back and want to do it, at least you'll be able to. I know you said that you have to run and go see Eric. So, but yeah, I made you a mod. So anytime that you show up, by all means, if you want to give a hand, I would appreciate it.
Yeah.
Sorry, ladies, for interrupting.
That's okay. That's okay.
Probably
You got
more
to take
people
care
are
of
finding-
business.
Yeah, more people are probably finding out that you're live, and if I'm here, and that's what I'm saying. If it starts to get nasty, I'm out. I will not bring damage to your channel. I will.
Well,
I don't want to talk about all that garbage that's going on myself. And I told Nonfic that the last week when I was on, I said, I don't want to talk about none of them. I don't
Yeah.
want nothing to do with it.
I
well,
know.
you know, the thing is once in a while, and this will make people crazy if they have to listen to it time and time and time.
Mhm.
That it's just going to affect them really bad. You've
Yeah.
got to be able to walk away, even though you like to do something like music. I love music,
Yeah.
but when I was in the band, the rock band, it got to the point where it was more work than fun.
Yeah.
And I thought to myself, listen, you got to get away from this. You have to take
Right.
a year and just go do something different. And then when you get the urge to want to come back and do it, then you can do it. Because
Right.
if you don't, you're going to hate it. And that's what you don't want to do.
No, it
You
should
know?
be. It should be something for fun. That's why I like doing this live.
Yes.
I don't get money for this. Like I told you all a million times. You've heard me say it. I wouldn't pay
Yep.
me cent for what content I give out. I just wouldn't pay for it. I just, you know what I mean? No, I would never pay for this. But there's some people.
You know,
Yeah, like okay, if you want to get money for it, that's great. Okay. But I'm just not that person. It's like I don't do this for it. But I'm okay with people. And in the beginning, if you remember, Sin, if you watched back then, I did share everybody's pages out, even people that I didn't really like follow or watch or like. I was like, look, I'll be here, like, so that if you want to put your information in, I'll share it out and get you some. I'm a nobody, but I mean, still, it's
Yeah.
you only need one viewer, you only need one person. It's going to be your donator, right? Your benefactor. So I'm okay sharing people. I was okay with that. That's totally fine, and
Yeah.
it's
Hey,
so
so I'm going to interrupt here for a second. I got a little puppy that's sitting here in front of me, and she just decided that she wanted to go outside. So you people keep going. I'll be back in less than about 5 minutes. All right.
Okay.
So
Okay.
everybody just go ahead and keep talking the way you guys are. I'll be right back.
Okay. Cindy, you'd mentioned TPC because I really wasn't around. I wasn't like the convoy, the Canadian part, not so much like the other stuff. So how long have you followed this? Like, how did you come across all of this? Because I'd like to know from people, how did you come across this? Where
Well,
did you?
I followed Joe.
Talk. Okay, yeah, first responders, right? Okay.
Well, everybody says Taco Joe, but I always just say Joe. But him, and then they came out here to they started out here and went across, and then they came back to California, and I was going to go over and meet everybody.
Yeah.
And then it ended up raining, and I didn't want to get stuck out there where they were in my car,
Yeah.
So I didn't get a chance to meet anybody. But I followed, do you remember Mud Pig Trucking?
No, I
Him and
didn't.
his wife, yeah.
No.
And I followed them for a while they were over in Bunker Hill, And
Yeah.
I followed Joe and watched all of that and all the garbage that went on with that.
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
And I still watch Joe and
Yeah.
rather throw a support here and there at him,
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Babbo, you remember Mud Pig? Yeah, I don't. I mean, little bits here and there, like the G's. I remember them. Who else? The
Well,
power.
the one, do you watch the ICE protesting in Portland, right?
Yeah, most
Well,
of it.
do
Not,
you remember the guy that was in TPC that his truck got, I don't know, his truck broke down and there was a family that lost their son and they gave him a pickup truck and he
no,
went to their house and stayed for a couple of days. Do you remember that, Riddle
no.
or Babbo?
Oh, Sasnak.
No, he was, I don't think it was Sasnak. They gave him a pickup truck and he went and worked on it and stuff.
Hmm.
Well, that guy Tommy sounds just like him. That's who I thought it was, but I guess
Yeah,
it's not.
no, I don't think that's
Okay, I'm back.
yeah, but I don't remember any of that.
Oh, okay. Well, he also, uh, you know, the ambulance. He worked on that a couple of times too.
Oh, was that Eric, the mechanic?
No, well, yeah, Eric did too, but yeah, I know who he is. I just can't think of that guy's name that got that truck given to him.
I don't remember.
Mm.
I
Anyway,
Uh,
I don't. Yeah,
Babbo
I don't.
said something about, yes, I remember, Mud Pig Trucking.
yeah, Mud Pig Trucking. They were in the convoy.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember watching when I knew the Proud Boys came about because they were so tired of Antifa beating up normal people. And I remember the night that Philip got his teeth kicked in because they literally were trying to save a trans woman from being beat up by Antifa. You could see her, she was getting beat up by them. So
Yeah.
a whole bunch of them rushed over. And I remember because I helped Griff to get him new teeth. I didn't Griff thousands, but I mean, I contributed because I'm like, oh my God, he's trying to help. They're over there trying to help this poor, this trans woman, and you would think like, and I'm like, what are you doing? This Antifa, like, what are you doing? This is a trans, like you're supposed to be for trans, right? You're supposed to be for BLM, and you're literally beating up a trans woman, and you kicked in the teeth of Philip, of a black man. I'm like, what are you doing? And I knew then, I'm like, look, this is not normal. These are like reprobates who belong in prison. I don't care. And I got so fired up about that. But I remember watching like all of those videos, and even the Sacramento ones. Like I remember when I listened to, there was a group of them, of the T-First, whatever, that were like calling this. I remember there was this one guy, his name was Ben. It wasn't Ben Barquam, but he was a black conservative, and it's like they had like such a hard time. Like we seen Quincy and his family getting a lot of
Uh-huh.
press too, but this Ben kid, I remember like these little white Antifas calling him the N-word. I'm like, what the hell are you doing? Like that made me so mad. That's what I was like, look, I don't care what anybody says. I refuse to ever align with anything to do with this Antifa because you people are full of it. Like, don't pretend that you're for like something you say you're for, and yet you're calling people racist names. You're making, you're like beating up on people who are trans. You're beating up on people that are black. I'm like, no. What I always say, don't bullshit, don't BS a BSer, right? And that just made me so mad. I mean, I watched all of that, and
It used to make me laugh was that darn snack van.
oh my
The
God,
police
Seattle
slashed the
Snap.
tires.
Yes, 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 yes. The Seattle
And
Snap.
the trans gal that played the drums. Remember the drummer?
There was I remember I followed Militant Mom. I don't think she was the drummer. There were so
No,
many.
no, no.
There was like Rosa, there was Militant
She
Mom.
always wore a skirt and drum, 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 walking down the street with everybody.
Was it Seattle or was it Portland?
Portland.
I just remember the night the kid set himself on fire. Remember the one time he was like, because they threw Molotov cocktails at cops all the time, and it backfired to hit him, and he set himself on fire. Remember that?
Oh,
Yeah, that was
and
interesting.
the dumpsters on fire.
Oh
My
yeah,
God.
yeah. So I'm like watching. I'm like, listen to this ICE stuff now. Like you people have no idea. Like
It's like a slapstick comedy or something.
yeah, and like you have no idea what you're watching right now is absolutely nothing compared to what we've watched over the years. The dumpster fire, the violence. It was horrible. I remember Jake because I used to follow behind enemy lines. So we'd watch Jake. Him and his brother would get beat up constantly. Prime time, he would get beat up, a lot. Well, in Seattle, he would cover the
And they
Washington.
had bricks delivered on the side
Yeah.
of the road, pallets full of
Yeah.
bricks. It's like, are
Yeah.
you flipping kidding me?
Yeah. And we're supposed to pretend that wasn't real. I'm like, don't gaslight me, please. It doesn't work. I just
Oh, God.
no. Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
I got
that
a
was
question.
crazy.
And not to change the subject too much, but I want to get some people's reactions here. What do you think about our government shutting down?
Well, I mean, it's really right before an election. How stupid can you be? You're cutting off people's SNAP benefits now to eat. You know what I mean? It's like I'm not gonna be like this is all Republican or this is all Democrat, but I'm just telling you, this is not the time to be pulling this. You have a couple days for an election, like for us at least in Pennsylvania. And I'm like, when Fetterman actually, this is the old Fetty who I used to love. I love Fetterman from 15, 16 years ago.
Right.
He's starting to sound like the old school of the Democrat Party. This what he's seeing now, he absolutely hates them. And I don't blame him. He's there, he sees it on the front lines. He's like, look, you're screwing the people. We're not supposed to hurt our people for a political cause. You're
Right.
putting people at risk. We've got Thanksgiving coming up. You're going to be having Christmas. You don't cut somebody's food off. You don't do that. How dumb can you be? As a political move, this is the stupidest thing you could possibly do. I don't care if you're Republican or a Democrat. Like right now, yeah, it is in the Democrat hands. Okay. They're the ones that are not, they want to feed everybody else but their own people. Like, are you not getting this? Okay. That part, and if it was Republican, I would call them out. I don't care who you are. You don't starve your own people. You don't do that just so, just for some political crap. These people there are some people who they've been decimated for how many years, like trying to make it since COVID, and you take away their food, and they're not all abusing it. So I do not believe everybody abuses SNAP. I really don't. Are there people that do it? Oh yeah, there definitely.
Absolutely, there
Yes,
is.
there are. And I'm not
Yes.
for that. I am 100% against it. But for the people who I know truly need it, this is insane. You cannot do this to people.
I
But
don't think that what they're trying to do about looting the stores to get food
Yeah.
because of it,
yeah, exactly.
that's
I'm like,
bad too.
you don't get to steal food because of that. Now that's not right. Like, no. You know what I mean? Like, I don't believe in that. I don't care. You're not that hungry. Honest to God, this is only going to start in 2 days, and all of a sudden you're going to loot a store. You're not even at the desperation mark yet. You know what I mean? Like, don't give me the excuse that people over property. I don't buy that. No, you don't have
Right.
to damage somebody's business, and that was
And,
all.
and what it is too, Vaughn, is that these people don't know what it's like to be in our shoes.
No,
They have things that they are given, and they're living a better life than we are.
exactly. And I'm like, wait a minute. I can remember going to work as a kid. Like, I was 14. I worked. I scrubbed. Like, my grandmother was the manager of an apartment complex.
Right.
I scrubbed. I scrubbed hallways. I scrubbed apartments whenever people would move. Then I had other jobs. I've always worked. It's like it was horrible when I got hit by the car, because it's like I couldn't do my hustle, like I couldn't work. I always worked. I've always had a job. My one girlfriend, Patty, would make fun of me. She goes, Jesus, I'd hate to be your accountant. You got 5 jobs going at one time. I'm like, and it's true. I always worked. And
Yeah.
I did too. I always worked.
Yeah, I didn't, it wasn't a free ride. It's just my dad instilled that into me. Did I get certain things? Yes, I did. I'm not going to lie. Did I get certain things that other kids maybe didn't get? Sure. Okay. But I also had to work, and I had to know what it was like. And I had grandparents who lived through the Depression, who went to the war, and I would listen to their stories. And I'm like, Jesus, these kids now, I'm like, who the hell gets a cell phone? What are you talking about? You need a $1,500 cell phone. I get the used, not the used, but I get the one that's from 5-6 generations back, phones. I'm not getting brand new phones. I'm not riding around again, my car's 10 years old. Yes, it's a nice car. I love it, but it's not brand new. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't. I don't get it. It's like, if you want something, I have no problem with you going out. You want it, go buy it. Go work. You know, there's
Right.
nothing wrong with capitalism. When people want to make it like it's an evil thing, no, you're not entitled to what a billionaire has. I don't care what the billionaires have or a millionaire. What you, my
Right.
neighbor, have is your business. It's not my business. If I want something, I'm going to go out and I'll find a way to get it. Some
Right.
things may not be attainable, but too bad. You know, like, so what?
But, and you know, the thing too, Bonnie, is that when you get it and you pay for it yourself, how much more you appreciate it and you take better care of it.
Right. If you're working,
Absolutely.
yeah, and there's a lot of people, they don't have that concept. They want it free. They don't want to work for it. It's all mine, mine, mine. I'm like, no, 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 no. I ain't
No.
letting you have what's mine. Tell you right now. I mean, I had to go through hell to get what I got. So you ain't getting it. You know, I'm one of those people. I'll fiercely defend. I don't care, because I do know what it means to have integrity. And I know I don't like to tout that, but it's like, I know what it takes to, like, you know, to put in that effort to get, like, to have that goal. You know, I used to have, even before when I bought my first house. All right. Mommy and daddy didn't help Bonnie. You know, I didn't, like, man, I bought my own house. I had a dream board. I set the dream board up and I went to work and I worked overtime, double time. I did everything and I got my own house. And I was proud of that house. And I
Right.
still, and it wasn't a gift. It wasn't a gimme, gimme, gimme. You know, no, I went, I made it happen. If a woman could make it happen, I was a single woman. Okay, if I could make that happen, no, there's no reason that somebody else can't make it happen. I don't care what your circumstances you came from are. You can make it happen. Anybody telling you that you're less than, that you can't make it happen for yourself, or they're telling you that you are a disadvantage because of your gender or your color or whatever. No, you have that innate ability to make it happen for yourself. Don't listen to somebody telling you that, yeah, oh, I can't do this, or, you know, you're not allowed to do this because, you know, you're not a billionaire. No, you can go
Right.
and make. I believe in, you know, and I will support anybody who works hard to make their dreams come true. I'm for you. You know, I'm going to be there for you.
Exactly. And the thing is too, when people can't, like I had a good job and I have a good retirement and I get my Social Security, and that's right now, that's all I want to deal with right now, because I'm retired. I don't want to work anymore, because Sin and I had a conversation the last chat. We were working 2 weeks out of high school
Yeah.
and have been working since.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
you know, maybe some of the work that I did was non-conventional, like being in a band, but it wasn't just sitting on my butt trying to make money. I was doing something that I enjoyed by entertaining and watching people enjoy themselves, dancing when I was playing an instrument, something that I was able to be talented enough, excuse me, to do and learn. And I had a decent voice and I used it to make money, because
Yeah.
this was something that I really enjoyed to do, to see other people happy.
That's a blessing.
And it worked really well. I remember before I even got out of high school, I was working on a farm. And I learned a lot about how much things worked back then, as far as the fruits and vegetables and cows and milk and everything.
Mhm.
And it has helped me to this point, because I figure I'm a better human being, because I've understood, or I understand what it was like to grow up
Right.
and do it the right way.
Right. It's just the
So,
last generations that I think are screwy, and I don't know what happened. I'm not sure. I think that, you know, I don't know. I mean, it wasn't this bad when I was growing up. I mean, you know, we were allowed to say the Pledge of Allegiance. You were allowed to love God. You were allowed to love your school, your country. You know, I don't know what happened. You know, and there was nothing wrong with working. So I don't know why it's such a bad thing that for people to work. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know who told these kids that, you know, I don't know. Maybe social media had a lot to do with it, you know, because it was a different world. I mean, you know,
When we were, yeah, but when we were growing up, you didn't have to worry. I mean, if you cut somebody off, you like waved your hand like, "Ah, I'm sorry," and if they got on next to you, you rolled down your window. You didn't have
yeah,
electric windows, and you
Yeah.
said, "God, I'm sorry, I didn't see you
right.
there. I apologize." And the other person would say, "Okay, well, try to be careful next time." And they
Right.
didn't pull a gun out and shoot you for being stupid.
Yeah, I
You
know.
know,
But crazy.
it's and the attitude. Now, let me ask everybody: do you believe that this society that we live in now, that people, too many people, have the attitude it's all about me?
Yeah.
How many people think that
Yeah.
that is what is going
Oh,
on
heck
right now?
yeah, that's a big one. That's a biggie.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody in my family is that way. And I
Mhm.
just go, bleh. Are you
Mhm.
Yeah.
kidding me?
When I was growing up, my father was so giving. Uh, he started, and I'll say I'm going to dox myself. He started the Special Olympics here in Snohomish County in the
Yeah.
state of Washington,
Yeah.
and he had over 300 athletes.
Oh.
And and this is still as he was working for the phone company.
Yeah.
And he took his time off after work, and but he still paid attention to us kids,
Right.
uh you know, but
Every,
he was recognized by Eunice Shriver,
Yeah.
who invited him and my mother and a couple of the siblings to go to Washington D.C.
Mhm.
and meet her.
Yeah.
And they were very lucky. They flew them over there. They stayed for 4 days. They got to meet Eunice. They got to meet my dad. Got to meet Teddy and Bobby Kennedy before they were assassinated.
Oh.
Uh, he got to meet Arnold and Maria when they were married,
Yeah.
which they aren't anymore. And Arnold probably still kicks himself in the butt for being so stupid.
Yeah.
But you know, to have a parent that I can say, wow, you know, he really gave a lot, and that it was involved. He did. He went to the Kiwanis, and he was very active with the Kiwanis in doing things for people in the town that they lived in.
Right.
And when my parents passed, we threw just this last year we threw a celebration of life. And unfortunately, my sister lost her daughter at the age of 42. She had a bad heart. She had a heart surgery when she was 3.
Yeah.
So we had the celebration of life for all 3. And there were over 400 people at the celebration of life.
Yeah.
And that's over in Omak,
Yeah.
which is a very, very, very small town. But people from this side of the mountain went clear over there to celebrate, you know, that celebration of life with uh, my brothers and sisters and I, and we were so happy that they came over and acknowledged them. So
Right.
it's, you know, there's lots of people who have given, and
Yeah.
we don't, you know, we don't acknowledge them enough. Um,
Yeah.
Brandon, he drives semi, and Sin and I had said something too about him doing a thankless job because people don't realize how important that driving a truck can be, because
Oh, yeah.
that's how we get our food. That's how we
Exactly.
get a lot of things going
Exactly.
from one spot to another.
Exactly. They needed respect. I know. Yeah, Wendy's right. I see what Wendy's saying here too. Right. And the people preventing people from eating get paid. Yeah. Congress should not be getting paid. I'm sorry. You're right. The
Yep.
politicians should not receive 1 red cent until the people are fed. You
Very
know,
true.
it's not right. You know,
But
that
I
is
see people lined up at these food giveaways over by the school where my grandkids go, and
mhm.
they got some really nice cars going on. And it's like,
Yeah.
really, people, come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Sometimes,
I'm not judging them.
yeah.
It's just your own personal little thought
Yeah,
process.
because some of the people had good jobs and lost everything. Like they don't have a job now. So it's like you could afford your car, you could afford your house, you could afford all those things. And now here you're in this position where, you know what I mean? I could
Right, right.
and it's like we have made it more difficult as a society that like to, what do they say, the American dream, you know what I mean? It has been made a lot more difficult, but I still believe it's attainable. I really do. Like, do you need a $455,000 house? No, you don't. Get a trailer.
Oh,
I had to.
you don't?
I from a
Oh,
house. I had my own home. I'm not ashamed of this. Oh well. You know what? It's not. I'm not in debt. Put it that way. Like I'm living beyond my means in this place. Like make fun of
right.
my astroturf. My dogs are happy, and you know what? They don't get fleas and ticks and stuff. So I don't. And it's set up for other animals down the road as well. It's like the part, even like the trainer that came here, she was like, "Oh my God, this is absolutely perfect for like the dogs, like this is the perfect setup for having like like a place for the dogs, like a rescue, a training center, like I gotta figure out how I want to do all of this, but it's perfect for the animals,
Are you on your own property or are you in
Yeah.
mobile home park?
Yeah, it's my own property. I made
Oh,
sure
okay.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, I wanted to have. And what happened was it was during COVID, and to build a house would have taken a lot longer. Okay, and
Uh-huh.
even to get like anything custom, like I knew I couldn't do an HOA because I couldn't have animals. Like you can only have like I'm not gonna let somebody tell me what
Stay
to do.
away from them things.
Exactly. I'm like
Yeah.
you're out of your mind. Nobody's gonna tell me what I can and can't do. So I wanted to have my own land and I didn't want to wait 3 years because that's what how the time frame was to have a home built. I'm like, there's no way I'm not doing that. So I said, you know what's out there? I'll go look and see what's available. Or I looked into tiny homes, and even a tiny home was like 2.5 years to get built. So I came across there was a guy not too far from like where I was living that they had like like the home I'm in now was a model home. So it was already done, and all I had to do was like pay them to put it on my property. That was it, and then set
Uh-huh.
it up, hook it up. So I didn't have to wait because I'm like,
Is it
look,
a double? Is it a double wide or?
yeah, it is. It is. It's a double wide. So, and it's way too much more than I can handle. Like it's more than I needed. I really wanted a tiny house. That's all I really wanted, but I mean, I had still mom to think about, and the dog. So, but I could get by with just like one room. I don't need a lot, but I wanted to make sure that I had property because I was not going to have, and I knew what before I moved in, I researched everything. I knew what the borough codes were, the township codes. I made sure
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
everything was legit. Like I don't have to worry about it. And I could have the animals and like down the road, like I'm finally now at that point where I can have it set up and transferred over that it's going to be what I intended it to be like 4 years ago, but I
Right.
was gonna wait. You know what I mean? There was no way I wanted to wait because I'd still be only like, if I would have done like the custom build, it would have taken 3 years. I would only be in my house like a year because the guy down the road they custom built their house and it took them almost 3.5 years to finish that house
Oh
because
my
of the
God.
Wow.
back COVID. And it's not that special. It's not a mansion. It's a lovely home, but it's like, are you kidding me? Because the builders were, they had to get supplies and then they weren't a lot of work and blah, blah, blah.
Oh
This was
yeah,
already
yeah.
built. This was already built, but it's like, look, okay, so I'm not living in McMansion. Big deal. That, oh well, suck it up, Bonnie. Let people make fun of your house, but at least there's a place for the dogs. I don't have to worry about it. And I just think that people think that they have to have, like you're due, a big ass house. I'm like, no, you can live in a trailer. There's nothing wrong with it. You know,
Well,
like
that's the thing, Vaughn, is that there's a lot of people. I mean, I love that you have that mindset that, you know what, I don't really give a diddly dang
Mhm.
what you think,
No,
because I'm not on this earth to make you happy.
nope.
I'm here to make me happy.
Right.
And the
Yes.
people that want to be around me, make them happy by being friends and being honest. And
Mhm.
I don't have to keep up with the Joneses,
Nope. No,
because I'm just because I don't want as much doesn't make me any less of a person.
no.
And
There's
those
people.
people who go ahead.
No, go ahead. What you were saying.
Oh, I was just going to say that there's so many people that are so vain,
Yeah.
and they want to impress others, and they want to show. It's like the old proverbial, why does the guy go out and marry the most beautiful woman that they can? Because they want to use them as a trophy.
Yeah.
Not that they're a nice person to talk to and be with.
No.
They want something that they could take to work and show off the rest of the guys. See what I got and you don't have?
Yeah.
And it's really stupid.
Yeah. It's an
It's
insipid way to be a vapid existence. Not me. I don't know. But again, I'm just one of those people that I like what I like and I don't like what I don't like. It's that simple. Like Riddle, you know that.
Yeah.
You're the same. You know, like it's like I want what I want and that's it. You know, I don't think I'm not gonna steal it from somebody to get it. I'm not gonna, do illegal stuff to get what I want. I can get what I want. I can get what I need. You know, there's wants
right.
and needs. You know, there's a difference between what you want and what you need.
Yeah.
And I understand that concept, whatever. And I can
Yeah,
live in
I
a
got to the point. I don't know about you, Sin, but I got to the point where I had a lot of people saying, I when I said that I wanted to get something, they say, "Well, do you really need it?" And I look at them and
Oh,
say, "No. At my age, if I want it, I can afford it, I'm going to get it."
yeah, exactly. And don't
You know?
apologize. Why should you? Like, no, if you worked for it, who cares? I don't care what people think. You
Yeah.
know, if I want it, I'm going to go out. I'm going to get it the right way. That's how I've always been.
Right.
It's, hard that I can't do like I used to, but I still work within what I can,
Right.
Do I buy some shit that I don't need? Sure, I do. Of course I do. Yes, I do. But do I take care of obligations? Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Obligations first. So I take care of what needs to be taken care of.
Hey, I'm sorry, Chad, if I haven't been keeping up on who's all here, but I do appreciate everyone, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I said I wasn't going to do it, but I'm going to do it anyway. If you like the channel so far, please hit that like button, because I would love to show other people that you can have a channel that you don't have to be in a battle with somebody all the time. We're enjoying ourselves here. And if you guys want to stay and enjoy yourself, and listen, I'm up for discussions. We don't have anything except something I would prefer not to talk about. And we'll just leave it for Disaster Piece Theater, and that's where it's going to stay. And here we're enjoying each other's company. And Jojo, thank you for showing up sometime. You know what I'd like to do? Jojo, would you like to come up on panel? Because I want to ask you some things about your music.
Yeah, and I'm getting tired. I'll be honest with you guys. It's starting to wear on me, so I'm starting to fade. So
Oh,
somebody,
yeah. Oh, that's right. You're 3 hours difference from me.
yeah, somebody. Hey, JoJo and Wendy. Yeah, exactly. How many kids have ever flown a kite and gone camping and fishing? I know. Touch
Oh,
the
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I
I know.
used to love to
All
go
right.
it was
fishing.
good talking with you.
Well,
It was good
Vaughn,
talking with you, Vaughn.
You too, Sid. I'm glad I finally got to
hey,
speak with you.
every Thursday I'm
Yeah.
going to be on 4 o'clock. So if you guys want to come back again and and get up and chat and have a good time, and you know say some more things that happened with you, and how your life is going, by all means, please come back.
There's
I
my
will.
pumpkin for this year. I just put it in the avatar.
What's that?
I just put
Is
my
that-
pumpkin for this year in the avatar.
Aw,
Oh,
that's
well,
cool.
that's
Oh,
good.
yeah, I have to get off of here so I can expand it. I can't see it. But all right. Everybody have a good night. Bye.
Okay,
Okay,
bye,
good
Vaughn.
night.
Good
Good night,
talking to
Vaughn.
you.
Thank you for coming up.
Bye.
I'm gonna go in a minute too.
Yeah, let's see. I've got about 22 minutes. I figured 2 hours and that would be it. Jojo, would you like to come up here and talk about the music that you do? Because I would like to hear your perspective of what programs you use to do your music. Would you like to come up?
Jojo, I never thought that I would be on a panel either, but last week he talked me into it, and look at here I am again.
Yeah. And it's different than other ones. Because we're talking about life in general and how things are and how they're so much different than what they are now than what it
Yeah,
was
we're
back
talking
then.
about all the garbage that's going on in
Yeah,
in and
there's a
around us.
channel for that.
Not this one.
Jojo, tell you what, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put that back in there again. So let's see here. Where are we at here?
Did you
Okay.
Nam, did you ever know of Jack LaLanne?
Oh, Jack LaLanne and the dog that he had. What was it?
Yeah, he had two of them actually.
Yeah. What was the one that used to get on the show with him all the time?
Oh, I forget the name.
It was a
but
white German Shepherd, wasn't it?
Yes, they were white German shepherds. I actually met them. We bought
Did you really?
we bought our ski boat from him. It was a 32-foot outboard. I mean inboard.
Wow.
Chris Craft. Those things
Wow.
are worth a fortune right now, but it pulled 18 water skiers.
Do you still have it?
And no. This was years ago when we were in the
Oh.
water ski club, and all the women in the water ski club wore the same bathing suits with the banners, and they were lined up behind the boat in our arc, and but yeah, we went to his house and I met the dogs and his wife, Elaine LaLanne.
Wow. I put the link there, Jojo. If you want to come up, you're more than welcome because I would love to talk to you about the music. I don't know. I guess I'm a music addict with this program that I've got, Suno. I know there's other ones out there. I don't know if Riddle said something about making. Was it you, Riddle, that said that you made a song also? And oh, you are. Oh, oh, so let me ask you, Jojo, do you actually play an instrument yourself? Because I play bass guitar and little keyboards, not much. I mean, I know how to play chords and a little bit of lead, but I'm not one of those artists that. Uh-oh, what happened, San? I think she dropped off there. I don't know what happened. But Sin, if you're back, I don't know what happened. Oh, I have a guitar and haven't and as yet. Okay. Sin, I don't know where you went to. But I'll watch to see if you're back out there again. Brandon, hey, good to see you out here. Wow, 2 mods on 1 channel. I feel honored, you guys. If you people are still in there and want to hit the chat, the like, yeah, she is. I don't know what happened if she just went completely off, but I know she left here. But yeah, I love the music, and the program that I use for. Okay, Brandon or Friday, thank you very much, buddy. We'll be looking for you anytime that you want to pop in and be a mod there. Just come on in. And you can help me out because you've been through a lot of stuff that I haven't. So I definitely want your expertise. You have a good night, and say hi to Eric for me, and tell him that we'll talk to him sometime soon. Bobo, you going to be taken off also? So yeah. Let me see here. Okay. I don't know what happened to Sen. She just like fell off the edge of the earth there. And if anybody is wondering, that picture that you see, that is a pencil rendition of what I look like. It's not. Yeah, I do have the wrinkles under the eyes, but it's a picture that I had made. So I thought, why not? I'm not afraid to show my face. I just never did on with MLH's channel on Disaster Piece Theater because I thought the conductor would be more appropriate being with the music and stuff. So yeah, it's good that you guys came tonight. I'm really glad that you guys decided to pop in. We've had some neat discussions so far. I was honored to have Vaughn on here and Sen and Riddle, which I'm really happy that you came up on panel. I'm sorry I didn't recognize you, but like I said, I'm going to try to be careful and make sure that whoever comes up, Oh, let's see. Very deceiving. Basically, a catfish. It's a good thing your camera is off. Hey, Scott. You know what? It's really funny that you would even show up on my chat because here I thought you were stuck to somebody's side like glue. But you know what? Hey, I've been called worse than a catfish. But that's okay. We have people. If you get too far out of line, Brandon, I'm sure will make sure that what you say is probably within the limitations that anybody wants to hear. Jackie, now here's the difference is if Scott really thinks he's going to intimidate me, he's got another thing coming because I'm much older than him and been through more than he can even imagine. So I don't let people influence me by their lack of intelligence. So it doesn't bother me. People are entitled to their opinions, and if he wants to make some ridiculous remark. That's, up to him. Sort of like when somebody got on Disaster Piece and everybody made the donations. Oh gosh, Adrian, I would have to, even though I'm not even monetized or anything, and I don't want to be. If I could dig up some of the music, some of the tapes, I would have to try to get it from tape to digital, um, and see if I could do it. But if you ever want to hear me sing, you could always go out karaokeing up here where I am, and you would hear me because I still love to go do karaoke. I don't know if anybody else likes to do karaoke, but I still like to. Um, and it's for me, it's enjoyable, and I give credit to everyone who has got the guts to get up in front of a crowd of people and sing. I tell you, it takes a lot. It really does. For me, it's nothing because I've done it for so many years. But to get up in front of people and sing, it's quite a feat because you can. The first time I ever did it, I was so flush and I thought I was going to faint, and then I learned not to look at the crowd while I was singing or playing the instrument, and so that helped me get over my fear of being up on stage. So, uh, anyway, let's see. Jen, are you sure you don't want to come up here? You're more than welcome. Sin evidently had to leave in a quick hurry, and hopefully she'll be back. Um, oh, okay. Goodbye, Scott. Have a good night. Uh, I guess you know. That's the thing about it, Brandon, and I'll have to tell you, there's just some people that that believe that the only way that they're going to be seen or heard is if they make comments uh, that are degrading about people. I guess it's the only way I believe they can. Uh, uh, oh, just a minute. I'll be right back. I have somebody calling me, and so everybody just keep on. I'll be right back. Okay, everybody. I'm sorry. Um, didn't leave yet, so I'm really happy that you guys showed up. It means a lot. And I know I didn't get back to a lot of people who came on the chat, but there's so many people that come on. And Brandon, thank you very much for what you did. See, I guess being older, excuse me, I already messed up. Being it's you get to the point where when somebody says something about you, you just like, I've heard it before, come up with something new. And they just, I laugh. I really do. So, let's see. I was going to ask you, Brandon, where are you at now? Southeast. Okay. Is that down Mississippi, South Carolina, down that way? But let's see here. Well, that's one way to do it, Jen. Is to cook while you're watching the stream. Here we have clouds, but no rain. But that's all right. We do need the rain up here in the Northwest to keep things green. So we had a good summer. Can't complain. I gotta quit saying Oh, Atlanta, Georgia. Oh yeah. I'll be going over to Florida in the near future to visit somebody that I know over there. I'm gonna take let's see, 7 or 8 days, I think it is. And we've got Disneyland, Disney World to go to, and some other places. So it's going to be an exciting adventure. I haven't been to Florida for a long time. I was in Orlando for like 6 months, helping a gentleman with his helicopter. I would load and unload the passengers, which was a interesting job. You had to make sure that nobody walked back by the exhaust and the tail rotor. And the years that I worked for him, never had any mishaps or anything. So everything went real well. I think I said Georgia, didn't I? Or did I say some other place? Huh. So we've got what, 28 people on right now? And if you guys want to hit the likes, that would be great for those who haven't. We talked a lot about birds and dogs and if anybody's got anything that's happened to them recently, like winning the lottery or going to the World Series game that they want to brag about, you're more than welcome to come up and get up on a panel as long as you are civil. Yeah, there's something that I was wondering about, Brandon. Do armadillos, do they make good pets or not? I not found too many people that have them as pets, but are they a good pet or a bad pet? Ooh, gosh, Jojo. Sorry about that. Well, thank you for stopping by, Jojo. I really would like to have you up on panel sometime so we could sit and talk about the different genres of music that we like and how you do yours. And I would really find it interesting, and I'm sure other people on the chat would also like to hear about it. But thank you very much for showing up. I appreciate it. And every Thursday, I'm going to try to be on here for a couple hours just to give people some other place to go. And you have a good night. So, yeah, this is definitely turning out differently than what I had thought. Wow. Believe it or not, people, I have 69 subscribers, and which has grown since I first started, and I'm really happy about it. I didn't think it was going to take off that well, and I told MLH that it was just going to be I was going to start doing some gaming type situations where I don't know, maybe you guys can tell me whether it's a good idea or not. Whether it is wanted to take a subject and have the pros and cons of a subject. We'll have somebody pick a topic. Hopefully, it isn't going to be about politics or about some of the other stuff that people are tired of hearing on the news. And like telephones or cell phones, whatever, and find out whether or not it was a good idea to even come up with those. And we'll have the pros and cons to see how many people. Jen, okay, you're going to go for the night? Alrighty. Thank you very much, Jen, for being in the chat. I appreciate it. And it's 6 o'clock. And I've been on here for 2 hours. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to probably call it a night. I've got some things I have to take care of before it gets too late. Brandon, thank you, sir, for showing up. I appreciate it. And good job for doing what I have you doing by modding. And I guess, folks, we're going to go ahead and call it a night. I will probably be on MLH's tomorrow. And I will see everybody there. So again, thank you everyone for showing up on the channel. Hopefully we can make it grow and get more people and hear about different things from different people. Now Brandon, she has to go somewhere, so but anyway, thank you, people, for being here. I really appreciate it, and I will see everyone tomorrow on MLH's channel. And Kim, that's okay. Hey, Kim, from now on, just so you know, it's going to be 4 o'clock Pacific time on Thursdays when it's not too busy uh, of a day of a week. I know people have things that are going on. I don't want to get and interfere with MLH's channel, Disaster Piece. So I thank everybody for showing up. You guys, it really makes me feel good that you came today on the chat, and everyone have a good night. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay. So, everyone, we will talk to you later.